towards the third and last stanza of the poem. The pilgrim raised his old grey head. My friend in the path, I've come, he said. The pilgrim raised his old grey head. Here, tautology. Grey head means head with grey hair. It means an old person. So old and grey convey the same meaning. So it is a tautology. Can you find one more figure of speech in the line? Yes, it is alliteration, which I have not mentioned on the screen. You can find the sound of letter H. It is repeated pleasingly. My friend in the path I have come, he said. Here is an inversion. The prose order has been changed to maintain the rhyme scheme. The correct prose order should be, he said, I have come in the path, my friend. The above two lines tell us that the old pilgrim just raised his head and responded to the fellow pilgrim. There followeth after me today a fair-headed youth who must pass this way. The old pilgrim said that a young traveler will follow me and shall pass this path one day. The chasm which held no fears for me, to the fair-headed youth may a pitfall be. Now, a fair-headed youth may be a young, inexperienced person. Okay. The two lines together are an inversion. The correct prose order should be the chasm which held no fears for me may be a pitfall for the fair-headed youth. Headed youth. So here the old pilgrim says that although I am not afraid of the chasm, it may prove to be a pitfall or trap for the young, inexperienced person who follows after him. He too must cross in the twilight dim. My friend, I am building this bridge for him. In the last two lines, the old pilgrim says that the fair-headed youth shall also cross the chasm in the dim light. So the old pilgrim was building a bridge for him. There are two figures of speech in these two lines which have appeared initially. I hope you can identify those. Now let us see the implied meaning of the entire third stanza. Fair-headed can be considered as a young, inexperienced person. So the old pilgrim tells that this inexperienced youth may also come across difficulties or dangers while journeying through life. Being inexperienced, he may fall in a trap. To save him from such dangers, he is building this bridge that is making the pathway easy or solving his difficulties. Students, here we end with the poem explanation. Before we stop, let me tell you how beautifully this poem promotes the idea of building links for the future and passing the torch along for the next generation. We should acknowledge the contributions of all the people in all the fields such as medicine, science and technology, education, social reforms, and society as a whole who have selflessly built the bridge or selflessly solved our difficulties and have made our life easy and comfortable. In the same way, we should also follow the same path shown by these torch bearers and contribute selflessly for the betterment of mankind. That's all for today. We shall deal with the English workshop in the next period.